Welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Jacob deGrom will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7. This is in the air out to right field. Piscotty's on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Hero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. A little chilly but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. Taylor playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting third, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Settling in now, Jorge Soler, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's on the move, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Here's the first pitch to him. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here. This team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, I'm looking for Longoria to snap out of the funk he's been in. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
And that's the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Into the box now, Peter Alfonso, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Missed with a slider. Sail into the windup. 1-1 on its way. A wave and a miss.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Brandon Nimmo would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Alfonso leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Standing in, Franz Reyes. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First pitch on its way. Hammers it to deep right field. Piscotty ranging back, still ranging back, leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stand. Santa Maria.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on, but he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Coming to the plate now, Garrett Cooper. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. lifts it into the air to shallow center. Coming in is Nimmo. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Julian Gonzalez.
Stepping into the box, Julian Gonzalez. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 5 base hits in 23 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull in the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. It should be fun to watch.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Sliders in for a strike.
Count is 1 and 2.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. Taylor loves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping up to the plate, Ari Perez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. The Scotties on the move, and the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Standing in now, Christian Optimus, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 41, Chris Sale.
The pitcher, Chris Sale, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Martin Maldonado will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Third inning, no score to this point. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Starling Marte.
Ready now, Starling Marte. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Perez is off at first with 2 away. This one's down to third. Taken in by Longoria. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Trevor Rogers is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Rogers.
First pitch on its way.
Second baseman.
Swing and a miss at the big curveball. Hit sharply on the ground to second. Gonzalez on the grass, and there's 1 down now. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Digging in, Jacob deGrom. First pitch coming, here it is. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Hard hit ball to second. To his left, Gonzalez. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 3. Digging in, Chris Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
No balls and 1 strike. And a swing and a chance for Longoria at third. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
How about it? Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Soler makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Franz Reyes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Piscotty set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup in for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Peter Alfonso. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He sways and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local station. Up next for Miami, Garrett Cooper comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Garrett Cooper.
First pitch of the at bat. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Into the box, Julian Gonzalez, and he puts it on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
In now, Ari Perez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Let's hold him, guys. Let's hold him.
The 0-1 fouled off. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
How about it?
Digging in the switch hitter, Christian Optimus. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Shut him down now.
From the belt, the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Now a long throw home, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
Into the box now, Trevor Rogers, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Oh, yeah.
The 1-0 home, and it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Long throw to third. And this will not be in time as he's into third base safely.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Here's Starling Marte. Cespedes with the catch. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Marlins lead this one 2-0. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. To short. Taylor has it. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Ready for another chance? Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Standing in, Chris Taylor. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Shortstop, Chris Taylor.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Digging in now, Jorge Soler. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Franz Reyes. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. At the plate, Matt Carpenter. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Count is 1-2 now. This pitch is popped up. Optimus is there. He's got it one away.
Now batting, pitcher, DeGrom.
Michael Conforto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. To come in here at 259. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Lifted in the air to center field. Marte is under it. And the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Javier Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Javier Garcia.
Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Piscotty on his horse. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Julian Gonzalez.
Digging in, Julian Gonzalez. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Ari Perez. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They're up 2-0. Digging in once again, Stephen Piscotty. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball left side. And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is where you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, Dero. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
The second for 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Standing in now, Brandon Nimmo. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Here we go. Let's go, man.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Ramos. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Reyes. And that retires the side. Mets strand 1. They're down 2-0. Leading off the inning, Christian Athamas, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Rudy Tunis will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Nimmo racing back at the track, the wall. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead. In now, Starling Marte. Little chopper back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 4. Chris Taylor.
At the plate, Chris Taylor. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Weak chopper up the line. That winds up foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Nimmo, and it's gone as they add still another. Chris Taylor with a solo shot. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Marlins open it up now 4-0.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest of their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
In is Jorge Soler. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. Left side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He goes to first. It's in time. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Miami's out in front, 4-0. Tyler Kinney is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Tyler Kinney.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Longoria waiting on the 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Evan Longoria is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Yoenis Cespedes goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 4-0. A beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Alex Wilson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Robinson Cano is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Stepping in, Franz Reyes. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Here's the first pitch to him, and we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Hard liner to center field. Nimmo is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. Stepping in, Garrett Cooper. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. And quickly, there are 2 away.
13, second baseman, Julian Gonzalez.
Ready for another shot now, Julian Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Don't expect this pitcher to overthink this right here. You get an ugly swing like that, rinse and repeat.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cano has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They lead it 4-0. Trey Guerrero takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Trey Guerrero.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Down by a bunch here, and what makes it even more difficult, they're facing the closer. Not going to be an easy task trying to tie this one or go ahead here at home.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Marte. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Striding in, Ahmed Rosario. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1 and 2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard on the ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off the torrid start, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Now in the box, Peter Alfonso. Ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Seared down the first baseline. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
4-0 the score tonight. The Fish used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Trevor Rogers gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year, as he gives up only 1 hit in 5 innings of work. Jacob deGrom pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Mets, no runs and only 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.